Hello guys, welcome to the Black Pearl Experience. Right now I'm just kind of sharing some thoughts with you guys. This channel, I do feature tools that I use as well as give perspective, okay? And sometimes the perspective can come from myself or others, right? Because I think we need to hear out everyone, right? So we can make better decisions for ourselves and others, just get different perspectives. It always helps. It does. Sometimes it's not good to hear other people's perspective, and sometimes it is. But isn't that what history is? Getting perspectives, seeing what, learn from our past. I mean, it's always been great sayings that you learn from your past to see where you're going, right? Isn't that what that is? So I feel like we all need to listen to each other. Don't block everyone out. Okay, just because you don't necessarily agree with the title on YouTube of the video, click on it, fill it out, see what it's about, right? But that's how you grow and that's how you learn. What I'm picking up here, I'm trying to understand, a lot of people bash tarot, and you have a lot of it's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. You have a lot of readers, past readers, who make it their mission to turn around and bash tarot. I see that a lot. And all I'm doing is just soaking it up and learning. I'm listening and learning. Always, right? Always learning. And what I'm gathering from this is people are sometimes bash things that they have done in the past because it's not for them. Remember, I personally believe, I don't know if you believe, but I personally believe we all have a life purpose, right? We all have a purpose. When you took that first breath, I believe God gave you a purpose. I'm not saying everyone who's doing tarot, it's for them. I don't believe that. Can I be honest with you? I had no interest at all whatsoever. I had no interest at all whatsoever in tarot. And I'm very hungry right now, and I'm putting out this message. So I am dedicated. Okay, I'm putting out this message to you. I just pulled a few cards earlier, because I was like, how am I going to say this to my audience, or whoever is willing to listen, because people are going to judge before they even click on the title, But I was like, how can I say this? And for those who gave the opportunity and decided just to listen, thank you. Those are the type of people I want to watch my channel. Okay? I don't want stubborn, closed-off people, closed-minded people. I don't want those people. It's all about perspective. Listen, I had pulled the Omen card, which is like this window right there. I feel like life is full of omens, and I feel like tarot is kind of one of those tools, or one of those way to get those omens. I think we get them regardless. So like, for instance, a preacher, something may happen in their, in their life, okay, and they'll talk about it they'll take it as, a message, right? And they'll talk about it in their sermons. Same difference. Same thing for a tarot reader. Now, again, I'm going to say this. Just because somebody has chosen a path doesn't mean that path is for them. We are all still figuring ourselves out and what those paths are. And remember, just because we chose something and you were called away from it doesn't mean it was necessarily bad. I don't agree with that. It could also mean God's just like, hey, that was for you for a season. That was just your season. Now I want you to learn something else. Now I want you to learn to hear my messages directly. Okay? Sometimes some of these tools kind of open us up. People and, these tools that, man has created kind of open us up to those hidden feelings, those hidden things. As I say this, I'm seeing the moon, that we wonder in life, that we're uncertain of. We don't know what it is, but we feel it. It's almost like the sixth sense. We feel it's there. Some of us call it the universe, or refer to as that. Some of us call it God, but it's there. It's definitely there. It's up to you whether you choose to ignore it or pay it any mind. But I think when you have chosen a path and for whatever it doesn't work out for you, doesn't mean you go bash it. That's just a lesson learned for you. Doesn't necessarily mean it's of the devil. And you know what happens? I'm seeing a lot of people, and they do this to music too, and everything else in life. They demonize, and I go check out my other perspective, and it's called, I think it's called, Watch This Before You Become Self-Righteous, something of that nature. And I told the story of Apostle Paul. And a lot of people want to use scripture, but can I tell you this? They really don't know how to read scripture. It's sad, but they really don't know how to properly read scripture. Just like how we have today, right? We have, with the English language, okay? I'm going to speak on something I know. With the English language, we write in paragraphs, right? Let's say you're doing a summary, you write in a paragraph, right? And then you indent to start a new paragraph. I'm speaking in terms of writing right now. The Bible wasn't written that way. Right? A lot of people don't know that. A lot of theologians study this. Okay? So my Christians, be careful of this. Okay? So it's different ways to look at this scripture. I said this in the last perspective. Read the story in its entirety. Learn the biblical story in its entirety. Don't just take a verse and run with it. Please don't, because sometimes you're going to end up hurting people because you have not dived deeper. You didn't care to do your research or, investigate it. Be careful. The word is truth, but it has been manipulated just as anything in this life has. It's been a lot of manipulations, and I hate to say this, tarot has been used as a manipulation as well. So what has happened is a lot of things have become fragmented. Okay? A lot of things have become fragmented. So be careful. But when you go from different things in this life and you try different things, there's many things I've tried. I've had many jobs. Please, I don't go around bashing what I did in the job I had before. You know, it might have been a toxic situation or a toxic work environment, but I don't go around bashing it. I take it as a lesson learned. Be careful with that. So before you choose to judge Tarot or, fall back because, hey, you don't do it anymore, okay, or God told you not to do it anymore, okay, yeah, that's for you. That's for you. But I'm not going to go around and bash others who are still trying to find their way, their path. Okay, everyone's going to move differently, okay? I want to say, someone's telling me, say, one love. One love. We're all one love, right? Talk to you laters.